Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so I'm just gonna get all the wood products sold. They're at a fairly good price right now. I think we're gonna sell it all at Farmer's Market too. Because this is not as big of a price difference, only $1,000 compared to like several grand to go anywhere else on these. So probably makes the most sense to sell it at the farmer's market. So that'll be a nice jolt into the bank account. And then we do have, 3 total fields that I would like to get planted today. 2 into grass, and then 1 will likely just go right back into sorghum, at least for the time being. That's probably the biggest thing, is it might only be this time, and then maybe it's grass next time. It really just kind of depends on how much I'm gonna get from the grass fields the first time I cut them. So obviously, if I'm not gonna get that much out of it, then it's like, well, I probably should, add more, even before I get goats or anything. Just because more than likely we're looking at probably 100. We'd probably start with. So I like to try to be on the careful side of things for that. I've still yet to bring that tractor back. I really should. I should buy a front loader for it and a bale spike. Oh, not bale spike, just forks. Then now we'll be able to do bales and then any products and stuff. 52 grand plus $5,000 environmental bonus, because it actually did go up overnight. We're up to 82 now. I don't think we were there before, because this big section has gotten better. I'm not sure how it got better, but it does look to be better. This is still just as bad. Horrible nitrogen. We get it. It's not great. Where is that one tractor located? Is it a medium? It looks like it's probably a medium then. Is this it? Yep, it's a medium. 195 to 270. Now I could just buy the front loader for it. 9.5 grand. Honestly, I'd probably just go with this because I know it works. I know it's gonna work. So I think that's what we'll go with. That seems to be the best bet for that, at least. And we'll want some. It's just a pallet for it, probably. I don't think we'll need anything else. There we go. That should work just as intended, really. I'll probably get this brought back. Then I'll come and grab it. We can finally bring it home. It sat overnight, or over the month. So we can actually get it back, and we can use it on something, even though we don't really have any things right now to use it on. It's not enough horsepower for planting, at least. It'd be a good spraying tractor, and it should handle probably the mowers just fine. Windrows, tedders, all that stuff, balers. It should handle all that stuff. It's primarily probably just going to be used for the grass fields and handling bales and animal products and stuff. It's not going to get a ton of usage out of it. It's a higher hour tractor. I realize that. It's like 40 some hours. We're not going to put a ton on, though. Be far less than this. I mean, it's not going to be. We're probably going to go months without it really being ran. Once the food is good and everything, I'm not going to run it all the time. I'm not going to be driving it. This is going to be a far quicker tractor to get around, higher horsepower. Got 3 fields to do planting on. That field over there, then this one here will be grass. And then, like I said, the other one might become grass in the future. It just kind of depends on try to drive back this. It depends on what the kind of usage we're going to get and what kind of yields and everything we're going to get from the 2 grass fields. Alright, so we can finally hop into our new tractor, a new to us tractor, the Versatile 175. This is, of course, part of the Plains and Prairies pack. So it's not a mod, it is part of a DLC. Which I'm not sure how I'm going to do that for the mod list. Well, it's not a mod, so I guess it wouldn't be in the mod list. But it's not base game either, so that's a part of that pack. Yeah, that seems to be the perfect height. Yeah, glad I just went with that route instead of trying to get one of the other ones to be size, you know, a fairly good size for it. 32 miles an hour for the top speed. We can slow down, take a look at the interior. Got a buddy seat. I mean, it looks like a nice interior. I mean, alright, so we'll just park this here for now, which honestly I think next month we'll use it. I think we'll use it to spray the one field that we should be spraying next month, as far as I know. Alright, so I'll do the sorghum first. Then we'll do grass. Which, you know, normally I'd obviously work from that field and go over, but I'll do the middle one first, as we do the sorghum one, and then we just switch to grass and not have to worry about obviously switching in the middle or anything. Switch to here, Alt B. Oh, it's on. Now we gotta unfold it. It's the nice part about that tractor up there. It does not have to have the front sensor on it. And I lowered it. Technical difficulties. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I did it again. Alright, alright. So let's I did the wrong button again. Dang it. Alright, we gotta hold H down and then go to steering assist. This is not my proudest moment right now. Alright, there we go. Now we are cooking. We can just do this field first and then kind of do the others. As far as I know, everything should be working as intended. Variable seed rate, everything. I'm not sure when, obviously, our score will go up. If it hasn't, yeah, it went up a little bit. I don't think the nitrogen jumps up until you've harvested. Like pH is probably the same way. Maybe that's why this is holding back a little. Trying to see what the scores are, but we have so many icons there. Yeah, the biggest thing is nitrogen. Which I think is probably going to be after harvest. At least that's how it worked in 22. It didn't update until after harvest. Well, I think I'll probably just go ahead and start the time lapse. We get these 3 fields planted fairly quick. And then we'll probably move on to next month, I'm thinking. Obviously, we got this field here to do planting in. But we do have one field that could be ready to harvest next month. We might do that too. Well, I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Is it too late? My heart is out there burning away in the sunlight. You look at me and I know that everything's gonna change. How do we ever get to this? Breaking me, you do it all the pages turning, stars are out there burning. Throw me in the fire, think I never know. All those hidden meanings wash away when your colors shine through and show their face between your fine lines. Between your fine lines. Between your fine lines. Between your fine lines.
Alright, so just like that, we are done with planting. So we'll get this folded up and get this folded up, turned off. Yeah, 2 grass fields and the sorghum field, which, like I said, the sorghum field might end up turning into a grass field at some point. Not sure when that'll be, but it'll probably happen at some point. I'll get this backed up into here. Then I think we'll probably just go to next month, because it's pretty. The video would be pretty short if I ended it now. So I think we can probably go to next month. Honestly, I should get the 3-point pallet fork sold. Probably not drop that too. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just go to March. We should get the one field then sprayed out. And honestly, we should have enough time to probably do the sorghum harvest, which is also next month, because I'm pretty sure that field should be ready next month, the big one. Alright, so we did sell some animals, obviously, overnight with the automatic sell excess animals mod. It's like $2,000 or $3,000. It was quite a bit of money. It's quite a bit. So March, I don't think has any high price things to sell. Peas are alright, but those are really good at end of the year as well. And we really don't have much right now. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to sell anything. So we'll go ahead and go to the versatile here. I think first things first. Yeah, first thing first, we'll get this field sprayed out. And yep, that one sorghum field is ready out there. That's, like I said, this is basically the spraying tractor, if you will. Which I don't have narrows on it, but I can put narrows on it, so I probably should, but right this second, like base game farming sim-wise, you don't need it. You don't destroy crop until third. It's like second or third growth stage. So like right now we really don't need it, but realistically you probably should put them on. I probably should just add them. You know, long term at least, get them added. Then we'll get that harvest done, which probably won't take too long, but once this is done, I'm going to grab the other 3-point lift and I'll get it sold. We don't have a use for it, so matter just get what we can out of it and sell it. It probably has basically no hours on it because it gets used for 2 minutes and then it's done. Maybe not even 2 minutes, honestly. Because the olives and the peas, their pallets are light enough we can do it. We can lift those without super strength even, so what I've been doing with those. So it's really only been for wood. The the wood pallets mainly. So it has basically no usage on it. I think I'm getting everything. It's hard to say. I honestly probably should have put steering assist lines on. Made it a little bit easier to see at least. Yeah, like I said, this field will likely end up being grass, maybe next time. I have a feeling the field out there that has sorghum in it might just kind of be that field. It's tough to, make sure we're keeping up with everything. And I think it might be the best long term to make sure we're keeping up with things by having a larger sorghum field. So it doesn't have to be done immediately, and having more grass maybe. So that way we don't have to cut the grass immediately when the animals need it. There was some grass drying mods I had looked at, so we probably will look at those at some point. I know there's some mods I downloaded that I need to get activated in here, so that's, on the agenda, I guess. But, well, actually this goes down here. This goes down here. Kind of just where it is. I mean, it's right next to the storage for herbicide and everything. Kind of keeps things out of the yard a little bit too. And obviously we don't have much of a storage place for anything. Most things have a spot. The planter usually goes there. The trailers are usually there. Combine's up there. Things kind of have a spot to them, but nothing that's actually undercover would be the way to put it. Now we'll head to the store. We'll get this sold. We actually have a lot of things to spend money on. It might be surprising. We got $300,000 in the bank, but there are a lot of things I want to spend money on. And I know spending money on it is going to wipe it down really quick. So it's just trying to be careful on that. In reality, we probably have closer to 50,000. That's not kind of already in the books planned out. And this tractor was kind of a surprise purchase. I was not planning on buying it. I was kind of planning on buying something a little bit cheaper. Well, new but cheaper. But then I saw it in the sales. I was like, well, that's almost too good to pass up. So, let's go ahead and repaint, and $7,000. So yeah, basically no usage on it. I kind of knew that. We'll go ahead and repair this too, since it's here. Well, we really didn't make much from selling it in the end. I'll go and grab the grain trailer. I think we'll just do it with this tractor. Use it a little bit, and then we'll grab the combine and we'll get into that big sorghum field and get it harvested fairly quickly. Should be a couple months before we have any other fields to harvest, so it's likely they'll go right back up into the farm. It's my guess, at least. I'll take a look at the soybeans at least. Maybe they'll be a month or two out, but we'll see. We shall see. And, this is the tracks here are a little bit tight. I'm not going to lie. So I'll just get this going. Alright, so this is 5 out of 7. So next month will be 6 out of 7. And then 7 is obviously harvest. I can probably leave it out here. Really, next month we're probably not going to have a ton going on either. So it might be one of those things where it'd be nice to, use 2 months basically up. The yield is looking slightly better than last time, which is good. Guessing this isn't going to go up much. There's obviously a bunch of yields in there, so. Gonna count all of them in one. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start up a time-lapse for this. So I'll text everyone once the time-lapse is done.
What have you done? My world is spinning out of control in the moonlight. You cry to me, and the light that burns is fading away. How do we ever get to this? Breaking me. You're doing all the wrong things, and I'm starting to bleed. Was it hard to speak out and let me know? Reading those fine lines, sipping on red wine, telling me you're never gonna let me go. But all the pages turning, stars are at their burning. Throw me in the fire, think I never know. All those hidden meanings.
Alright, so we're on the last strip of the sorghum harvest. We'll get it emptied into the trailer. I'll probably top off the chickens all the way, then I'll put whatever's left into the silo. I'm thinking I'll just park the combine out here for the time being, at least, because like I said, I don't really have that much going on next month, as far as I know of. So I can't think of anything. So we'll likely have soybean harvest to do. Well, planting, obviously, this field. 16,000 liters, really? We got just a much from a... Why is that 70? What happened here? Something happened here, and I'm not quite sure what, yeah, there's something that happened there with the nitrogen, clearly. 'Cause that dropped down to 0. Is it because I didn't plant that field with the sensor? Is that it? Nitrogen was perfect. Why did our nitrogen score drop so much then? I don't know how that menu popped up. I don't know how to get it to pop up again. Our nitrogen was low there. I really think it's because I didn't use the sensor, maybe. So these other fields will probably be pretty bad too then. That must be it. I don't know what else would be causing it to be that. Yeah. Because this is the same harvest, like, yield amount as we got in that other field there. So it has to be... Yeah, because that dropped it a lot. Which worries me on these other two fields then. Is our pH at least sitting good? Our pH is sitting really good. So clearly it's just... It has to be because I didn't use the sensor then. Which these two fields probably will end up raising it, I think. Because soybeans don't require fertilizer, so I would think unless it applied some, it should be really good. Yeah, that's yeah, it was my fault, I'm guessing. But, yeah, obviously I think long-term we'll probably want to get a tractor that has the sensor built in. That way if it gets forgotten, which is kind of common with me, I won't have something like that again. So, I think that's something I'll have to look into it eventually. I don't really want to buy a tractor, though, so it's a ways out if we were to buy something with it built in. Because they're going to be a lot of money. I was kind of hoping the mod would get updated with that function, but it has not been updated at the current moment, at least. as of recording. Maybe it's, maybe it has been now. Obviously, a lot of things change between recording of this and then posting. Yeah, that has to be it. It had to be because I didn't use the sensor. For it to get completely knocked down to 0, though, that's kind of surprising. I would think the soybeans wouldn't be as affected, but we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, like another larger tractor. We have this, which at the current moment does not have the sensor on it, so we'd have to look up somewhere else. Like, technically this would have it, yeah. Like, Giants mods would probably have it, and some other third-party ones. It's unfortunate, it really is. I prefer not to get something that big. That thing is way too slow. 12 miles an hour. Dang it. So, yeah, that's... Long term, I think we'll look into maybe getting some sort of sensor, but right now it's, well, a different tractor with the sensor, I should say. Right now, I don't think it's gonna make sense. It really just, I don't think it will, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think it's kind of what we got to do, because obviously, like, I doubt the tractor's gonna be worth enough to basically pay for another one that would have the sensor. And, maybe if we wait a little bit, maybe the mod will get updated. Worth 102,000, so would not pay for any of those tractors. Those would be over 300,000 with sensor upgrades and horsepower upgrades and everything. Anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.